What's going on, everyone? How we doing? So, let's crack open a ice cold energy drink and talk about a few things. I know I haven't made a video in a while. Been kind of lazy. I'm getting a surgery done soon, so I've been kind of trying to like train everyone up and make it so it's nice and seamless when I'm gone. But I probably won't be answering like messages, DMs for at least 3 to 4 weeks. That's probably how it's gonna go for me, at least in the future. For right now, the meantime, while I'm recovering. But let's talk about surging sparks, or as I like to call it, spurging sparks, because everyone's going crazy over it. Here's the thing. I was just watching a video by Alex, Nostalgianomics, and he says he has a lot of good points as far as it being short printed, but I don't believe it is being short printed. What I believe is everyone wants it, so everyone's going to order a shit ton, and they're not going to be able to allocate people the way they used to on previous sets, just because the growing demand of this one set. I know it kind of sucks to everyone who eats shit sandwiches for every set, and then one set that you can probably surely make money on, everyone wants, and then the people at the top kind of who eat the shit sandwiches all year round kind of get less than they wanted, but still get a lot. Don't get me wrong. We didn't get cut on anything. We very rarely ever get cut on anything. Then again, we don't order a boatload of Pokemon. We order about just enough of what we need, maybe 300 or 400 boxes. So we never get cut, really. So then again, I can't speak on the people who order 10,000 boxes. Must be nice, but we don't order that much. So we never get really cut because our allocations are normally solid. We kind of stay within a normal streamline of boxes, and we don't ever really order a lot because the people who I deal with primarily don't do Pokemon. So it doesn't benefit me to be sitting on a crap ton of it. I was sitting on a lot of Twilight Masquerade. That has really went up like crazy. We were selling probably like 7-8 boxes a day on TCG Player. It was insane. That was when they were around 140 a box. I'm not sure what they are right now, but they probably are higher than that. But that's the thing. Everyone's goes crazy over these prices. Oh, 140 a box. Oh my God, no way. But that's not even MSRP, dude. Like, it's still not where it should be. Let that sink into your fucking brain. When a set goes insane, parabolic in your mind, not mine, it's still not where the Pokemon Center sells it on their website daily. So the arguments are kind of irrelevant here. But here's the thing. People want what they can't have, and what they can have, they don't want. So, yeah, I see it when it comes to pre-orders, when it comes to everything like that. Like, I had the recording, of the recording of this video, I have Surging Sparks on the website. Pre-order price $109.99. I have maybe 10 pre-orders, 10 booster boxes pre-ordered. Around average, but once this video goes live, I'm changing the price. I'm going to change it because everyone wants it. I'm changing it to $129. Now the people, that didn't pre-order the booster boxes are going to be like, oh, it was 109. Could we, it's like, no, that's not how this works. So if you give me your money early, you're going to get the cheapest price available. Once the product comes out, everyone wants it, price goes up. That's what happens. That's an open market. But people want the best deal possible, and I get that. But also, as a business, we want to make the most money we can as possible to help pay for the certain things that don't do well, like the 340 boxes of Stellar Crown I'm sitting on, or the 140 boxes of Collector Thunder Junction I'm sitting on, or the 430 collector booster boxes of Karlov Manor that I had to feverishly open up and lose $40,000 on. Things like that. And, I see it through the, the Patreon and everything that I run as well. There's been a huge influx of people wanting to get boxes from me, cases and cases and cases. Of course. Everyone wants it, so everyone wants it. It's just how it works. But because of the way I changed my system, you have to pre-order it when my orders are due. And if you don't, you missed out. I'll try to fulfill your order if it comes out, when it comes out and I have extra, sure. But it's not guaranteed. If you take the risk with me, you take the risk with me and you get rewarded. That's how it works. Same thing with pre-ordering. Same thing with, that's just how this industry works. Same thing with sports cards. Same thing with anything collectible, anything like that. That's just how it works. But the average collector and the average new person getting into this hobby, they don't understand that. They think everything should be for a set price and that's it. But that's just not how an open market works when the value of the product goes up. With, sports cards or things like that, it's the expected value of the things inside of it. Same thing with Magic. It's the expected value of the things inside of it. Pokemon is a little different. The expected value of the items in it almost never outweighs the cost of the box. So what you're paying for is the experience to open the product and for that one chase card. That's what you're buying. There are some, different like case examples like 151. There's tons of like $5, $10, $15 cards in that. But that's the exception. That's not the rule when it comes to opening stuff. Magic, the Wizard of the Coast does a superb job of spreading out the value of their sets. I know it might not seem like that, but they almost get it to the exact dollar sometimes on the things that are inside the booster box. Sure, there's a lot of arbitrage in Magic, and we definitely take advantage of that. That's one of the main things we do as a business. We take advantage of arbitrages in the market, and we buy and we open and we sell on TCG Player. That's one of the things we do. You can't do it with Pokemon, so don't even try. Yu-Gi-Oh! You could do it with. It's a little harder, but you could do it. It is a possibility. There are huge stores that do that. But Pokemon, you'll never be able to really get your money out of a case, out of a box, if you rip it. That's not what it's designed for. But the almost 90% of the time, I would say 95% of the time, the top chase card in the set, the value of the box needs to be about 80% of that. And if it's not, the market will come up to it. So like take, Twilight Masquerade, for example, the Greninja. I'm not really sure how much it's going for now, but I think it's what, $200-300. The boxes are what, 160 now, I think. Checks out. Evolving Skies. What's the Umbreon at? 1,000 now. The boxes are what, 700-800. Checks out. That's what that is. You're not buying it for the expected value of the box. You're buying it for the gambler's premium. Same thing when it comes to sports cards. You're going for that huge one of one or whatever, and once that huge card gets pulled, the boxes plummet to the ground. But that's neither here nor there. I wanted to make this video to, say that probably most likely this Surgic Sparks is not short printed whatsoever. Probably the same amount of boxes were printed as they were in previous sets, probably more. What is happening is all the stores, all the businesses that order really lightly, a little bit of this set, that set. When it came to this set, they ordered a shit ton. So there is a certain buffer that distributors kind of have that where, like, even if you really rarely order any Pokemon, you're going to get 2, 3, 4 cases. You're going to get that no matter what, pretty much. So all these smaller accounts that, order a few boxes here and there to stock their shelves are now ordering 4 or 5 cases. That adds up a lot. If everyone does it, that kind of shaves a lot off the top of the people who order a shit ton. So that's where I think the communication issue is kind of happening. People think that it's either short printed or they're not making enough. But I just don't think that's the case. I think that a lot more people that normally don't order it from a distributor are ordering it now and getting their 1, 2, 3, 4 cases, whatever it is. So, not saying that it's the price isn't gonna go up. I'm saying that everyone wants it. So what does that mean? That means the price is gonna go up. So it's irrelevant. This whole video is irrelevant, pretty much. The price is gonna go up. It doesn't really matter. So if you want to buy it, buy it. We could say it till we're blue in the face every single set. We just have to, change the set name and make the same video. When people want it, the price is going to go up. When people don't want it, the price is going to stay down and no one wants it until people do. And then boom, the price goes up. Like, it's like, it drains me to make these videos, but like they kind of have to be made because there's always newer and newer people getting into Pokemon, getting into collecting, getting into the hobby that really don't understand the open market and how it works when it comes to collectibles. It's not infinite. They make a set amount and that's it for a little bit. And if they want, they'll make more, but not nearly as much as they made the first time. So here's what you do as a consumer, as a customer. Buy it now before it goes up. And buy it from a source that you trust. Doesn't have to be me. I don't care. It doesn't have to be me. Buy it from the cheapest you can find. I'm not the cheapest. I'll tell you that right now. You could probably find it cheaper because I'm going to up the price to $129 when this video goes live. Buy it. If you want it, buy it. And if you don't want it and you think you're going to wait for the price to go down once it comes out, it's probably not going to happen. And don't be upset when that happens because it's your own fault. I see these in the comments section all the time about people saying, oh, investors are ruining this. These people are ruining this. Everyone is in it together. The market is dictated by everybody. collectors, investors, players, they all drive the market. One does not drive the market more than the other. Would you think because someone's sitting on 5 cases of Twilight Masquerade, it's making the box go up to $200? You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind. You're nuts. If you think that, you know, one specific person ripping boxes because they want to have fun is going to drive the market, you're out of your mind. It all works together. But when all of this comes together as one, investors want it. Of course, a bird just hit my window. I hope it didn't die. The investors, collectors, and players all have their hat in the race, or whatever it is, their dog in the race, hat in the you know what the fuck I'm talking about. It creates the perfect storm for a product to go parabolic and to the moon. We don't know one of those. The playability of the cards. A little bit we do, because, you know, it comes out, spoilers, but we really don't know the interactions once it goes to Worlds, once, you know, it becomes legal in the format, once people start brewing some decks. We really don't know. What we do know is the investors want it and the collectors want it. So that's 2. All we need is the players to want it, and this thing is off to the races, baby. So what could you do? What could you do as a customer, as a collector, as an investor? Buy the fucking thing. Buy it. If you could get it for $100 to $110 a box, what's it matter? Like, I really don't see the downside in it. I really don't. $100 to $110 a box. I see them. I see them actively going for. I was selling that up until the filming of this video. $110 a box, $109.99. If you lived in another state, it was tax free. I don't see the downside in that. But it's human nature, human psychology to want to wait for it to come out and see what it does. But you're gonna burn yourself doing that most of the time. Especially when it comes to something as talked about and as hyped up as this one set. So do what you will with this information. Granted, I'm a guy who wants to sell this shit, so I have invested interest in it. But me actively telling you I don't have the best price and do not buy from me should tell you something. So take that with you will. Hopefully my surgery goes well and I'll see you guys soon. But wish me well. And I'll be fine. But if this is my last video, I love you guys. Bye. It won't be my last video. I hope. Bye.